You already know that an LLM can write code, build a website, or an entire application. That is no longer news. But instead of asking it to build another conventional app, you can transform it into a handy visual tool designed for one specific problem, such explanation, or even a scene in a video. An interactive dashboard for your data. A simulation you can play, pause, and control. A visual debugger for an algorithm. Or even a sound generator control with your mouse. In this video, we'll explore practical and creative ways to turn LLM-generated code into custom visual tools you can use immediately, and that can come handy in situations where you do not need to use specialized applications. Number 1. The Code XRay. Turn source code into an animated debugger. Instead of asking the LLM to explain an algorithm, ask it to build a visual execution environment. The prompt: create a self-contained HTML file that visually executes the longest common sequence algorithm step by step. Display the source code on the left and highlight the currently executing line. On the right, show the values of all variables, the call stack, the current loop iteration, and the output. Add step forward, step back, play, pause, and reset controls. Use a predefined execution trace rather than executing arbitrary user code. You can watch recursion, loops, sorting, or dynamic programming happen one instruction at a time. It turns an abstract code explanation into something resembling a debugger built specifically for your example. Number 2. Chart Viewer. Tools like Excel can do a lot, but they demand that you know your way around, which gets in the way when you're after quick, effortless execution. An LLM gives you exactly that. No head-scratching required. By telling the LLM to generate a self-contained HTML that reads CSV and generate different types of charts with different series, you'll get what you're seeking with very little effort. Number 3. Living Blueprint. Imagine turning a flat architecture diagram into a world you can walk through, touch, and question. That's the magic of an interactive presentation. Instead of passively clicking slides, your technical audience drags components, watches data flow, and uncovers the logic behind every decision. Now picture a cloud architect standing before a 500-employee company. He doesn't just describe compute clusters, he brings components to live under. This isn't a presentation, it's a shared discovery that makes technical staff feel like co-architects. That's how you take a complex cloud plan and make it unforgettable. Number 4. Image Compare. Need to compare a before and after image, but don't want to learn a complicated imagery tool? Just ask an LLM to whip up a quick comparison tool for you. It'll build a clean side-by-side viewer with an interactive overlay slider. No downloads, no tutorials, no fuss. The whole thing is ready in less than 2 minutes. Try it yourself and see how instantly it brings your images to life. Number 5. Scientific Simulation. If you're a teacher looking to create scientific simulations for your students, like mitosis in biology or an engine in physics, a large language model is perfectly capable of building them. You can turn abstract concepts into interactive, visual experiences quickly and bring your lessons to life. Break down a complex process into a sequence of discrete, replayable steps. Isolate the motion of a single piston or the division of one chromosome, and let students explore each causal link one piece at a time. Since you've made it this far, this topic clearly resonates with you. A 10-minute video still takes hours to create, even with AI. So if you enjoyed it, a like, subscribe, or share would genuinely help. Number 6. Signal Lab. A sound generator lets you hear and see exactly how audio signals behave. Set a tone to 440 Hz, then raise it to 880 Hz and hear a perfect octave jump. Switch between sine, square, triangle, and sawtooth waves to hear how waveform shape changes tone. Adjust amplitude to understand how signal level affects loudness. Generate white noise to test speakers, headphones, and audio systems. Apply filters and instantly hear which frequencies are being removed. It turns abstract concepts like frequency, harmonics, and filtering into something interactive. Useful for students, musicians, audio engineers, developers, and anyone learning signal processing. Number 7. Audio Offline Lab. This audio tool lets you load and edit MP3 files directly in your browser. You can trim unwanted sections and quickly clean up your recordings. Volume, stereo balance, playback speed, and fades can all be adjusted easily. Built-in equalizers and filters help improve clarity and shape the sound. A noise gate can reduce unwanted background noise in quieter sections. Compression and normalization help create a more balanced and consistent audio level. You can also add clipping, distortion, or reverb for creative sound effects. Background sounds, such as white noise, brown noise, or tones can be mixed into the track. The processed audio can be previewed before you save the final result. Best of all, everything runs locally in your browser, keeping your audio private and under your control. Number 8. Palette Extraction. This tool makes it easy to discover the exact colors hidden inside any image. Instead of guessing, users can instantly extract a clean and accurate color palette. They can also select a specific area to focus only on the colors that matter. This is especially useful for images containing gradients, lighting effects, or subtle transitions. The gradient mode preserves the natural order of colors across the selected region. Designers can quickly recreate backgrounds, UI themes, illustrations, and visual effects. Developers can copy ready-to-use HEX values or generate CSS gradients in seconds. The tool works entirely inside the browser, keeping images private and processing them locally. Palette and gradient data can also be exported for use in other creative workflows. Overall, it turns any image into a practical source of reusable color and gradient information. Number 9. Video Annotation. This tool makes video revision faster and clearer for both creators and editors. Load any MP4 directly in your browser without uploading the video anywhere. Navigate to the exact moment that needs attention using precise timeline controls. Mark individual points or complete time ranges for specific editing changes. Add instructions such as cuts, B-roll, audio fixes, captions, transitions, or shot replacements. Frame stepping helps identify the exact position where an edit should begin or end. Every annotation keeps its timestamp, timecode, frame reference, type, and comment together. Editors receive clear instructions instead of searching through long messages or spreadsheets. Annotations can be saved, reopened, modified, and exported as structured JSON. The result is a simple handoff format that turns video feedback into actionable editing instructions. Number 10. Video Editing. One of AI's most thrilling tricks, especially with Gemini, is turning a still photo into a living scene. You hand it a frozen frame, and it invents motion, detail, and drama. Here, a regal black stallion leaps from the screen, reinvented in an instant. A masked rider materializes, Zorro, astride the horse, cloak catching the wind. With a single, fluid motion, he draws his sword, and the whole tableau surges into a cinematic video. Static is no longer the end, it's just the opening shot. No doubt you're asking, what's the prompting strategy one used? Well, it's an extremely simple one. The cornerstone of the prompt is telling the language model that you want a self-contained HTML file. You can even add with CSS and vanilla JavaScript. Then you just describe the feature you need. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to be super specific at first. Some models really go the extra mile and add everything that's needed, especially if you ask it to include the commonly known features. That simple instruction makes the model generate all the appropriate code for you. So in 5 to 10 minutes, your tool is ready to use. I also tried it across ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek, and I found that ChatGPT gave the best results. Now, of course, you don't need to do all this if you already have an app you're comfortable with. This is only for tasks that are new to you and would otherwise demand a lot of extra effort. And that's the real power of this strategy. You don't need to search for an app every time you face a small, specific problem. Sometimes, all you need is one prompt and one self-contained HTML file. Build it in minutes, use it for the task, keep it if it proves useful, or throw it away when you're done. And before you know it, you'll have created your own personal collection of tools built around the way you actually work. Tools you may end up using every day, without subscriptions or installations, and without paying an extra dime. So next time you're about to search for a specialized app, try asking your LLM to build exactly what you need instead.